Number 11, hearing called as ordered on the application of H&J Realty LLC, 126 Morris Street, Revere, Mass., requesting a special permit to enable the appellant to reconstruct, alter, and extend a pre-existing non-conforming residential structure into a 4-story residential apartment structure consisting of 9 units at 95 Stanton Ave.
Public hearing, proponents. Councilor.
Good evening, President Stanton.
I'm on. Am I the only mic that's working?
There it goes.
Testing 1, 2.
Thank you. Tech support. Good evening, President Zambuto and City Councilors. My name is Nancy O'Neill. I am an attorney located at 14 Proctor Avenue. I represent the applicant in this matter, H&J Realty LLC, and I am joined here tonight by the principal of H&J Realty LLC, Mr. Harry Patel of Morris Street, as well as our project engineer, Mr. Jim Zigowitz of the MZO Group. H&J Realty LLC is the owner of the subject property, 95 Stanton Avenue, located at the corner of Stanton Avenue and American Legion Highway, which you can see here. The proposal is for the reconstruction and extension of this 110-year-old multifamily building and accessory garage. This current building is over 100 years old. It is a building that is falling into disrepair. We are proposing to replace this older building with a new well-designed structure that would contain 9 apartments. This new structure would contain 4 stories with parking on the first floor in a screened area and 3 residential stories above the parking floor. So this structure would be about 7 feet taller than the existing building, but feature increased setbacks to neighbors over what is currently there. So this building is deliberately sited on the lot to push it away from neighboring property lines and toward the street line, which fits with neighboring properties along American Legion Highway. So the size and scale of this proposed building fits with the surrounding properties, and this property is also not anticipated to have traffic impact. This building will feature 9 parking spaces, providing spaces at a 1-to-1 space-to-unit ratio. So this building features sufficient parking to meet demand. So overall, this building will form significant improvement over the existing structure, provide increased setbacks to neighbors, plant extensive new landscaping and trees, and form an overall renewal of this portion of American Legion Highway. Again, this is a minimally impactful project with sufficient parking that will beautify this area. And my client, Mr. Patel, is a City of Revere resident and small business owner who is looking to improve this property in the city. Again, this is not a developer here. This is a City of Revere resident. So this project is by a local property owner looking to improve a 100-year-old building and improve the appearance of American Legion Highway. And for these reasons, we would respectfully request that this honorable council look favorably upon the application for special permit. And as always, we are happy to answer any questions that you may have and discuss the project further at zoning subcommittee. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other proponents? People in favor? Hearing and seeing none, we'll close that side of the hearing. Opponents? Anybody opposed? Hearing and seeing none, we'll close that side of the hearing. Councilors and Councilor Guarino-Sawaya.
Thank you, Mr. President. A community meeting was held regarding 95 Stanton Street. And the abutters that came out there came and shared their concerns. To be honest with you, many of them live right next door to this poorly maintained property for years and have dealt with trash and rodent issues. They said that they deserve to see this property improved. While the original proposal was for 12 units and the residents were actually in favor of the 12 units, I was completely against it. I requested it be reduced to 9 units to ensure the one-on-one parking underneath the building and prevent any added pressure on the neighborhood street parking. The adjustment was made with the surrounding residents in mind, and I truly appreciate what you guys have done, bringing it down from the 12 units. Now, we don't have to worry about this parking, and it'll be 1-to-1. The developer also committed to twice weekly commercial trash pickup and a fenced enclosure, proactive rodent mitigation prior to it, during it, and after it. PVC fencing between the property, landscaping and sprinklers, police detail as needed while it's being built, and dust control measures, which is one of the things that the neighbors wanted. So for me, my role was to take this actively and bring it down to best fit the neighborhood. And I'm trying to make sure that this property is improved responsibly, and I'm trying to protect the neighbors in the best way I can. And I really appreciate you guys coming down from the 12 units to the 9 units, because this makes me more apt to say yes. Thank you very much.
Councilor Mercurio.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ms. O'Neill, the project seems nice, but as a developer, and I am a developer, I have to look at the whole area. And I spoke to Chris Charmello, and we went over the infrastructure. A lot of these developers are forgetting the most important part of a development is the infrastructure. We're going to be adding 9 new toilets, 9 new sinks, 9 new more showers to this neighborhood area. The pipe that services that area is insufficient to service that street, Stanton Street. So I'm going to ask the developer that he's going to be required to put a new water line. The sewer line is fine. We checked into that. The water line needs to be replaced from, correct me, Chris, from... We need 1 new gate.
The size is pretty adequate, which is the gate was bad.
Okay, so the size is adequate and the water line is fine?
But there's one bad gate.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a big ask and completely put 2 gates and also a new water line down the whole street, because it's gonna need it. And we wanna probably up the size of it to service all the residents in that area. And the trash, the dumpster, where is that located? Where is that going to be located?
I believe it wouldn't be a dumpster, it would be
It would be
an
in-store.
enclosure.
It'd be a trash enclosure immediately on the right side of the entrance off of Stanton.
And what type of, it's not going to be a dumpster, it's going to be barrels?
I actually think it would be a dumpster. Twice a week, we were thinking that a 3.5-yard dumpster would be fully
Okay.
sufficient.
Okay, because I had spoke to, go ahead, I'm sorry.
It would be a dumpster. It would be located on the other side, on the side that's, this is the American Legion Highway view.
Yes.
It would be located on the other side of the building.
Okay. I spoke to Chris Charmello, the head of DPW. He's a little concerned about the dumpster being so close to the property line also. So we need to find a new home for the dumpster and a new water line down to whole Stanton Street with 2 new gates. And you can be under the direction of the city engineer and Chris Charmello for that water line. We'd like to see that water line updated, and I'd be in favor of the project. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Kelly, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mr.
For some reason,
President. So it's no surprise I'm not really in favor of more apartments because of the cumulative effect that they're having on our infrastructure. And it's the number one thing I get from residents saying that they just don't want any more apartments. But that being said, this is a particularly small lot for 9 units. where you're actually building on like 1/5, I believe, of what would be required by our zoning code for this building. So to me, it's an example of extreme overbuilding. It's not just a minor exception that we're looking at. And it seems to be something that's driven, a density that's driven by profit. So, and I don't think it's a good fit for the neighborhood. The standard is that whether or not the proposal will not be more detrimental to the neighborhood. But in coming to that determination, we're supposed to look at things like size, height, and number of units. So to me, because of the size, height, and the number of units, we're magnifying the nonconformity. We're not just expanding on it slightly. It's a gross magnification of already the nonconformity that we have. So I don't think this is something that I'm going to be able to support. If it was a smaller building with fewer units, then yes, possibly, but thank you.
According to our rules, I can't let you speak again. This is going to zoning. We can work all these details out. We're doing a little more than we normally do on these special permits tonight. Yeah, it's just that we have these committees for a reason. And, you know, you've got some great ideas there, and they should be presented there. And before this comes to the council, all these things can be worked out again in zoning.
It's understood. Thank you.
Councilor Argenzio.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Chimella, can I ask a question, please? What's the size of the water line on Stanton?
8-inch.
8-inch? And you don't feel it's adequate to support this new project?
I think the water line is sized appropriately. It's just, I did say there's one bad gate at the end of the street.
One bad gate. So you don't feel the water line needs to be at 8-inch for
I
that?
don't even know where I think one of the utilities is coming off of Lee Burbank, actually. I didn't see the layout. I believe the sprinkler service is coming off one street, and the domestic is coming off another.
I see. So the building has two different water lines, one for sprinkler.
Yes. Yes, I don't know which one's coming off which, but
Okay.
yes, there's two independent. One's grabbing off of American Legion, and one's coming off of Stanton. And I'm sorry, it's a 6-inch.
6-inch water line. Okay. There's only like two houses on that street, right?
I don't know.
On Stanton?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe 6, 7.
6? Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yep, of course.
Any other councilors? Zoning.